Welcome back, everybody, to what's going to be the last bit of the Shadow Welt storyline, or weapon storyline, however you want to call it. We just defeated Diamond Weapon, and that was the last trial part of this, so there's not going to be much left, so let's go ahead and get this started underway. I see, we'll remain here until further notice. That was Gaius. Valens Van Viro and his weapon project are no more. Seizing the opportunity, the Welt revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffer considerable losses, they have at least gained their freedom. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might not ever be to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who have survived this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. The loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. In the years since, I've struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep living, and it is the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at that, bit there. There we go. In any case, my item level is 502 now, so I've passed the 500 threshold that I wanted to get to, so I'm happy about that. I definitely need to get to a Mender here soon. We got another, like, a little, tabletop thing. We got another one for Sapphire, but we never got one for the other one, so I'm assuming perhaps the extreme version might be giving these tabletop things as a reward, perhaps. The recent events of Welt have had a profound impact on the lives of many, many people, but none more so than Ellie. She's been in a state of shock ever since she returned. We even called in Sid to see if he can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there's a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what's caused Ellie to close herself off like this. For the time being, all we can do is wait. There was one other thing. Alvinia came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you can go and see her. We can do that. Assuming we head down this way, I'm guessing. Yeah, she get the monument she wanted made. Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none worse for your experiences. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to the Ellie Megan resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, we'll never forget them. This way, they'll always be part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of their sacrifices that were made. You're always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others. Avenia is absorbed in prayer, and now would be a good time to return to Severa. Let's go ahead and bother her real quick. Okay, she doesn't have anything new to say, so... Stone Monument is dedicated to the people of Turncliffe who lost their lives in the War of the Empire. If things stay as they are now, there won't be any more names to add to it. I've been separated from my family ever since I was forced into the army, but I was able to sneak away in the confusion. I got you and your friends to thank for that. My main concern is that Legilius Valians won't take this lying down. The man is like a dog for a bone. Once he sinks his teeth in, he never lets go. He'll be back, I'm sure of it. I don't think he will be. I'm pretty sure he's dead, so don't have to worry about that anymore, guy. What do you want from me, lass? Me, not much to tell. I'm even less worth knowing. These days I go about my daily business trying not to bother anyone. Just another sad old man, all alone and dying of, well, I doubt you'd even care if I told you. Used to call myself a doctor, not that I was good at it. When the epidemic came 10 years ago, I was powerless to stop it, despite all my years of experience in fancy medicines. For everyone I saved, I lost a dozen more. Worse than that, I let that Garlanian bastards push me around. Tell me who to treat and who to leave to their fate. As a result, I only saw the Imperials, while my kith and kin died in agony. Being far to the south of Welt, perched atop the cliffs, there was never much reason for anyone to travel here. Being by the sea is all well and good, but we're simply too high above the water to benefit much from it. The gulls and terns don't seem to mind, though. Most of the townsfolk are either Hyrulean natives or Ora who found their way here over the years. They all lived side by side, peacefully though, before the Garleans came and ruined everything. There wasn't much we could do to stop them. Those who fought back were soon put to the sword. Once the invasion was complete, the Imperials started digging down to the rock and built a supply depot for their blasted airships. But the experiments were a much more recent development. Of course, none of us civilians were privy to what it was they were working on, except that they'll all come to light now the bastards have turned and fled with their tails between their legs. We've got you and yours to thank for that, even if it's a temporary sprite. Those Garlanian bastards are finally gone, and it's all thanks to you. My husband died defending our town when it first invaded, and for all the years since, I felt like he died for nothing. Now, so might at last find peace. You might be pleased to hear that Amvelian's monument is finally complete, or perhaps you've already seen it. From what I hear, there's been some sort of attack on Castrum Colinium. I wonder what actually happened. That's where the diamond weapon went on a rampage. I can see how heavily the burden weighs on him, just as it does on me. In truth, it never gets lighter. We can only hope to go strong enough to bear it. Hope all is well with Envelia. Actually, while you're speaking with her, I received word that guys will be here soon. We'll just sit here and wait for him, I guess. I wish to see Allie. Would you send for her? Allie. Does she even recognize me? At first we thought that weapon's influence had caused this, but it seems there's more to it than that. The Trojans say that it's most likely the result of intense trauma. Her mind has been scarred, perhaps irreparably. She bore the diamond weapon with the intention of saving her brother. Little did you know that Valens had used the synthetic Orosite system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. Then, when she bore the diamond weapon, she finally learned the horrible truth. I've never heard of anything so cruel. Just a moment. Each of the previous cases, pilots became fused to the weapon's cores. How was Allie able to escape a similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. There's no need, I already know the answer. It was Alphonse who kept her safe. In the end, I was unable to save your brother, my son. All they wanted was a place to call home, where they could live in peace, but after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is their reward? No, this is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. and those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. Alphonse dreamed of a land without oppressors and the oppressed, where all may live as equals, thanks to his sacrifice and that of his siblings. Cornerstones of such a nation have been laid. When Celia, Rickon, Rex, Alphonse, and Ali, they risked everything to win the freedom of Welt. And now it has come to pass. I will see that their ideals are upheld, this I swear as their father. Long and arduous process of rebuilding Welt has begun. In the days to follow, I shall be working alongside the new government to create a place where that people like Ali and Severa would be proud to call home. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate. The time has come to cast it aside. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't, and while nothing I can do bring back the ones I've lost, I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. Times change, people change, and it's just as well. We inventors would soon find ourselves out of work if everything stayed the same. If you need a need for my creation, just say the word. You know, guys, I could fill a book of all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years, but what would be the point? What's done is done. There's one thing, though. If anyone can get through to Ali, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. Alright. For all my life, I've been searching for my place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. I've realized if we can't find one, we'll just have to make it ourselves. That's what I learned from Gaius' children. Despite everything, they never gave up, and neither will I. For now, at least, my place is set Gaius aside. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. Before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. I hope we'll meet again one day. All this time, I've been trying to convince myself that Gaius was every bit the villain I imagined him to be. A ruthless liquidator of nations, evil made flesh. And while many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that and worse, I realize that Gallus is driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he's turned his back on the Empire and its hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband in many ways, I still am. And even though they're no longer with me, I want to be someone they can be proud of. And I too have to be given a chance to make a difference. I land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Welt, I'll be sure to tell the tale of your bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to face the struggles ahead. Pray and go in peace, my friend. Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Valdian, Cervera, and I will continue to work together, at least for the foreseeable future. Well, here they are. And who might these charming young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters, in one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Demon Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid, we mean you no harm. That thing on your forehead. My name is Gaius Belsar, and like Valens von Varo, I was once a legatus of the Grelinian Empire. But I believe I was fighting for a just cause, but my conquest came at a terrible cost. Pray forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ears, I have a story to tell. A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally victory was theirs, but it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice, and yet they have entrusted the future to me, and I'll stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there's only so much one soldier can achieve by themselves. I'd be honored to have your support in the days to come. At ease, lad. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of land, he'll have me to answer to. Though they were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of the castrum, they may have been injured while fleeing. Have the Trojans look them over and find a place for them to stay. Seems the time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. I myself can scarcely believe that we were once bitter adversaries, but my encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals the sword uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? If those who grasp the reins of power are said to be strong, then those who lack such power must therefore be weak. Better or worse, however, we are far more complex creatures than that. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character of our spirit of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of impression, to overcome any adversary, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. As the strength you possess, may it never leave you. It seems I'll have to summon all the resolve I can muster if I'm to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Walt is underway. I'll do all my power to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with the Alamegan resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. That reminds me, for passing by Port Pretoria, a soldier stationed there wish to hear your version of events. Please give me them my regards. I hope until our paths cross again, I'll have glad tidings to share with you. Until next we meet. I'll be curious to see if we end up seeing Geist again in Endwalker or not. Alright. Welcome back, Nod. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we first heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded, so what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? By Reglar's beard, even for the Empire that must be a new low. Those poor orphans. I can only pray that the citizens of Walt are able to enjoy the freedom that Geist's wards gave their lives for. At the very least, we no longer live in the fear of monstrous creations birthed by the Weapon Project. I shall add your account to our official report. Finally, on behalf of the Alamegan Resistance and the whole of Eorzea, for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. And there we go. Are we getting a post-end credit scene here? Or cutscene, I mean? What? It's kind of going through, like, the memories of the town, really. Projections from within the synthetic ore site. These are his memories, their memories. I don't want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you. I'm the only one left. But I'll never be alone. Father! And that seems to be the end of that storyline. And there we go. We got 2 little tabletop things we can go ahead and head back to our guild and put into a room. Yeah, now that I have this done as well, I'm going to be... should be starting Eden raids after this. Got a mender here, actually. Let's go and mend it. There we go. Yeah, we can go ahead and presumably keep on putting stuff in here, if I remember the... if I remember how to do whatever I need to on the thing here. I don't remember how to... trying to remember how to do the stuff for in a house. I don't remember off the top of my head, which is kind of unfortunate. I swear there was something like on my menus that allowed me to access it. Housing, that should be it. Oh wow, that thing's huge. Okay. Yeah, that's about it for now. Don't have any more furnishings here at the moment. But those are neat, I'd say. They're pretty big though, it's the only bad thing. I probably need to get some more like furniture type of things, like shelvings or more tables perhaps. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the weapon storyline. Like I was saying before, we're going to go ahead into the last bit of stuff particularly I want to get through, which is the normal raid set for, they call it Eden, I guess. I probably won't be voicing that set like I didn't do the voice of the Omega raids, so look forward to that here soon. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.